What's going on, guys? Isaac Fleischer here, and welcome to another iHoopsFL interview. Now, before we begin, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at iHoopsFL. I post all these interviews that I do here on Sportscaster, so if you guys are showing up late or you're leaving early and you don't really feel like rewatching the whole stream, see what you missed, you can find all the highlights and all the best clips on my Instagram at iHoopsFL. And for you guys, if you want to see a little bit more of the work that I've done in the world of basketball, you could find even some of the articles I've written for a company down here in South Florida on my Twitter at iHoopsRecruits, along with some recent recruitment info I'm putting up about some of these guys I've talked to here in Sportscaster. But anyways, let's get right into this interview. What's going on, my guy? How are you?
What's up? I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well, man. Thanks for asking. And I guess we should get right into this interview. Now I know you are at wait, is it Spire Academy or just Spire?
You could just
Spire
call it.
Academy, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Well, you're at Spire Academy, and that is a school. At least this is where I've heard of them. It's because Lamelo Ball went there. I think I may have put him on the map, even though he did have other great players there too as well. But
Yeah.
going to the school where Lamelo Ball is at, are you at all a fan of him, and was that at all a factor in your decision?
It wasn't a factor in my decision, but I've definitely watched him play and really like the way he plays. I'd like to say we're built the same, skinny, lanky, kind of dribble, can shoot, stuff like that.
And you said skinny and lengthy, but a lot of kids they're trying to bulk up when they go to those boarding schools and all that stuff. Is that something you're trying to do? Like, are you not trying to be skinny for much longer?
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been here a month and I've put on 5 pounds of muscle already. So that's what I'm definitely trying to bulk up for sure.
And I mean, what's it like? Just you're not the school where Lamella Ball, Rocket Watts, Isaiah Jackson, just to name a few. They all went there. So what's it like now being at that program, and how are you gonna try to, I guess, maintain that legacy or just high status of Spire Academy?
It's really it's a really different experience, honestly. Like you're surrounded by people who basically are trying to be a professional in their craft, and it's really motivating every day to walk around just the campus, maintaining probably like the program and the legacy it holds. I'll just probably be the player who I am. I'll be myself. I'm a really really good player, I like to say. So yeah.
And what are your expectations for your sophomore year?
Um. Well, we're gonna be playing a national schedule, so just get my name out there a lot more. Just get better, get stronger. Hopefully, trying to prepare for college.
And do you maybe have a certain game or a certain tournament or event that you're really looking forward to going to?
City of Palms for sure.
Oh, wait, you guys are going to City of Palms?
Yeah,
Wait, you are?
yeah. Our coach said that we.
I'm checking out, bro. I'm telling you, I've been stalking the City of Palms teams actually because I'm
Yeah,
trying so hard to go there, and I do not remember seeing unless
there's
let
some
me see.
spots that should open up.
Oh
Our
yeah, because a lot of teams, yeah, at the moment, yeah,
yeah,
at the moment your school is not on there, but yeah, like everything's been like every time I check, there's like a new team on there. So
yeah.
when did you find out you were going?
I heard that we were going from our coach. He said that some spots should open up and we should secure one of them, but it's still up in the air right now.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really hoping to let me go to that. I'm like, 'cause I'm sure it'll be like my big break, honestly. So I've really reached out to at least like 5 to 7 of those schools playing and try to get myself in there. But anyways, is there maybe a team, I guess, out of all those City of Palms teams you really want to play against?
Um, I hope, mm, I hope West Town is going to be there. I've never played against West Town from PA,
Oh, because they
so
have a lot of team final guys on there.
yeah, and I know a lot of my friends play for them, so it'd be nice to play against them on that big of a stage.
And were you considering going to West Town at all?
No, not this year.
What do you mean, like not this year? Like another year you were considering going there?
I don't really know where I was, where, what the future holds. What the future holds. I don't really
Like
know right.
you're kind of saying because you picked to go to Spire Academy, but is that the only school that was on your mind, or were they maybe like one of
Um,
the schools you maybe trying to decide which school to go to? Is West Town one of them?
no, West Town wasn't an option.
Oh, all right. And what are you trying to do differently in your sophomore season that you maybe didn't do in your freshman season?
Um, Probably play on the ball more because definitely over summer and quarantine, I've definitely been working out. I've worked out every day since quarantine started. So basically, I've become a lot more comfortable with the ball in my hands. That's something I wasn't comfortable doing in my freshman season. So I'll definitely be looking to have the ball in my hands a lot, score. Um, Probably I've become a better defender since my freshman season. So I'll be looking to play great defense also.
And was that something you were working on also throughout the off season?
Yeah, for sure. It was a big emphasis because it was something I struggled with last season.
And I guess you're putting in work every day. When are you kind of able to realize like, wow, it kind of paid off? Like when do you kind of notice that it really made a difference?
Just playing against some of my peers that maybe a couple years ago were 10 times better than me. I'd say caught up to them and just kind of am able to compete with them for sure.
And would you maybe say that's all like a satisfying feeling? Kind of how you're almost chasing them, and all of a sudden you're like, oh well, now I'm kind of here, like I'm able to play at your level now. Like, is that kind of something satisfying?
Um, it's a short, satisfying feeling. I don't really let myself become too satisfied with anything because at the end of the day, I'm a worker. I have one ultimate goal I'm working towards. So maybe I get a satisfaction for a second, but then it's right back to work.
Yeah, well, like it's kind of like you could have an ultimate goal. Like mine could, beat mine could even be like the best basketball player of all time. But I
Yeah,
could still set like, I want like the main goal is best basketball player of all time. But then I could set like, uh, be just as good as James Johns Jr. or something like that. First, beat him one on one. Like you kind of set many goals along the way and still stay focused on that one big goal, I guess.
yeah, for sure. Definitely. I've definitely set a lot of mini goals over the past few months for sure.
And what are maybe some of your mini goals for this season?
Um, I'd say average 18 plus, and just create consistent offense for my team and be a defensive leader for sure. I just communicate because we have a young team, so I'm gonna have to be a leader on this team.
And this question I never put in I guess my list of questions, but I'm sure we found asking this one. You're from Delaware, right?
No, I'm from Paulsboro, New Jersey.
Oh, no, but did you say you live in like a weird like small state though, right?
Yeah, I live in Delaware, right?
Oh, oh yeah, that's kind of what I meant. Like you were living there. What's it like living in Delaware? Like that, I don't think I've ever met anyone that lives in Delaware. So is there anything kind of special about that state?
Nothing really special, I'd say. It's a quiet little state. Everybody. I wouldn't say everybody knows each other, but you. It's just small.
Are there any good hoopers in Delaware besides yourself?
Yeah, my friend Ja Duval. If you know Trayvon Duval,
Hmm.
yeah, that's his little brother Elijah Duval. He's a good player. He's up next.
And other than that, do you guys?
Uh, I know there's a couple, but I'm not gonna name all of them. They're my friends.
Yeah. Do you think that maybe if you stayed in Delaware, would you maybe win Gatorade Play of the Year this year?
I like to say so. I feel like I don't. My confidence is really high, so I just at the end of the day, I don't feel like a lot of people in the country can really mess with me.
And I'm sure you said you got a high confidence, but I'm just gonna assume like you're not a cocky guy. So how are you able to be confident but not cocky?
Um,
Oh, if you are cocky, then never mind. But.
Nah, I'm not cocky. I wouldn't consider myself cocky. I just I just kind of stay out of the way. I'm not on social media too much. I really only post like when it's my friend's birthday or something like that. So I just try to isolate myself from everything just to keep myself grounded and humble.
Why do you think social media would make you less humble though?
Cause all the likes and the views and people DMing you like, "Oh, you're next up." It's not really like I'm not really into that. It's not attractive to me. All the hype.
Also, people like giving you compliments, like it's not something you like.
No, because I don't want to become too big headed. Like sometimes I would just delete social media off my phone. It's like, yeah.
And you've done that, I guess, like a lot, or was that maybe something you did during your freshman year, or even I guess in middle school as well?
I just recently got back on social media actually. Like, after I got my Miami offer, I posted that, and I recently got the Ole Miss offer, so I posted that. But soon I will definitely be back off of social media because it's not a necessity to my life.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty interesting because I don't know. At least for me, like people, if somebody ever gives me a compliment, I'm just like, yo, some of my friends. I know they're kind of joking in a way, but some of my friends are like, oh, like you're so big time, and I'm like, no, I'm not big time, or I, I don't know. It makes you feel good, but I guess as long as you're not fishing for compliments, like
Yeah.
I'll take a compliment, but I'm always good at turning them down somehow.
Hmm.
Yeah. Do you think I don't know. Do you think so? Why would you go on social media to post the offers? Because you kind of want to let people know.
Yeah, my dad. I wasn't gonna post them at first. I was just gonna like just kind of keep it to myself. I really didn't feel the need to post them, but my dad said it would be a good idea to let people know that I have these type of offers and stuff like that.
And what does that kind of show about you? Because most kids, I'm sure it'd be the other way around. Like my dad said I can't have social media, but I'm begging him for me to get back on it. But for you, it's kind of the reverse. Like your dad's like, hey, get on Instagram, post your offers, and then get off if you really have to. And you're kind of like, no, like I don't want to go back on. What does it kind of show about you as a person?
It's just I just feel like it shows me like I just feel like it shows people that I'm just like a regular person. I don't really need a lot of hype or a lot of friends to do what I gotta do. I just I just eat, sleep, work, do nothing else.
Yeah, I understand. So, do you not really care? Like, if you got people making mixtapes for you or taking photos of you, like you just don't care at all. Like you don't care if the whole if like no one knows who you are.
Um, mm, I mean, I appreciate all the videos and pictures and stuff like that, but I mean, I could take pictures by myself. I don't really need pictures to play basketball. I love basketball, so if I was getting pictures or videos, or if I wasn't, it wouldn't really matter either way.
And when did you kind of fall in love with the game of basketball? And was there anything in particular that just made you love it?
When I was like really young, I'd say third grade. Uh, I recently got injured in football, and I had to like sit out for a little while. So I was watching the finals with my dad, and that's when I seen LeBron dunk on somebody, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. I want to do that. So that's when I really started loving basketball. Honestly,
Yeah, and that was when wait, third grade. So was that yeah. LeBron was with the Heat during that time, right? Yeah, he was. He
yeah,
was. Yeah, that was when I started like basketball in first grade, but that was kind of like in third grade when basketball was like that was when times were good,
yeah, for sure.
in my opinion. Not because third grade, like I don't know, I just knew everything about the NBA at that time. Like I kind of just focused on basketball and was like watching as a fan. Like now I have no clue what's going on in the NBA. Like I used to talk about hours of basketball when I was like in elementary school, and now I have no clue what's going on anymore.
Yeah, it's a mess, honestly.
Yeah, it's just No, it's just hard because like we're in high school now. Like it's just hard to keep track of everything. You're training every day, like what you said. I'm trying to do these interviews every day. Like it's difficult to keep track of sports where it's really not going to affect you, like what happens in the end.
Yeah. So yeah, I try to watch games when I can. So, but definitely, I just can't watch every game. So yeah.
Yeah, what just sucks for me though is that so I'm a Heat fan and they might make it to the finals. I haven't watched a single full game. I'm missing the game right now. Like
Yeah, I was just watching it when I got back in the house. So yeah, I think they were up when I.
yeah, they're up right now. I checked. It's 58-51 right now.
Yeah, I got my money on them winning.
Yeah, I'm surprised they are. Like again, I haven't watched a full Heat game in a very long time, but like, I just not my head. Like I just don't understand how they're able to be that. Like it doesn't make sense. Like I understand. Like Tyler here, like he's a bucket for sure, but,
Yeah,
but why is the number 13th pick killing the Boston Celtics? Like it shouldn't be like that.
he wants it. He's hungry. I feel like if I was in his position, I would feel disrespected, especially with he had a great rookie season. Like was he on the second team all rookie?
He might have been. He probably was.
He should. I feel like he should have been on the first team. So I just feel like they disrespected him. I just feel like he wants it more than a lot of people. That's like at the end of the day, he's being rewarded for all the work he's put in his entire life. So he's prepared.
Yeah, but at the same time, like all those NBA guys, like it's extremely hard to go to the NBA. They all probably put in just as much work, if not, probably some even put in more. But I think if he didn't go to the Heat and he kind of never met Jimmy Butler, I don't think he'd be this good. That's what I think. I think they were kind of able to, because you saw he has that girl. Like, imagine if he had that girl and he was on a different team, like he would not be doing. He wouldn't be doing well.
Maybe you never know.
No. I know for a fact. Like, I think the Heat, they kind of, like, I'm sure he probably didn't have too many off court issues or anything like that. But I think the Heat kind of got him in check because he's got that culture. Like, I remember him and Jimmy Butler were working at a school that offered you actually University of Miami. I don't know. I know it was like early in the morning or something like that. They're putting a work in together. I think that if they were never on the same team, Tyler Hero would be a completely different player today.
Probably. I feel like Jimmy Butler is a dog. He just loves to work. So I feel like he put that same, like instilled that same mindset into Tyler. I feel like just made him like duck your head, like putting your work in. You'll be rewarded.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, you can disagree with me about this, but I don't think Jimmy Butler, like, he's great and all, but I don't think he could kind of carry a team.
I don't think I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I think I feel like if they do go to the finals, I just don't know if they win because
Oh no, I doubt that. I don't want them to.
No.
I want LeBron to be the GOAT. Like,
yeah, for sure. I'm a LeBron fan till I die, for sure.
yeah, so I don't want them to win, but I think it kind of shows like what happens when he plays a team. This is the organization is so good because again, if Tyler Hero's on a different team without Jimmy Butler, completely different story for him. I think. So I think it shows how important the organization is for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't talked NBA in like a long time. Like, I don't even know how I'm even talking about this, but now we can talk about something I know a little bit more about, high school basketball. So playing on team final, your AAU team, repping the merch right now. What are some things that make that program stand out among the rest?
I just feel like we're elite. Like, not a lot of. I feel like we're the best AAU team in the country. Our 15U went to the finals last year. I just feel like all the people on our team final are workers. We just put in our work. We duck our heads. It's not really all the glitz and glam that everybody sees with, other kids in the country. But we're dogs. So
Honestly, I think team final is one of those more popular teams in my opinion. I think they're one of the more well-known teams, even though I didn't know where they were located, but I knew they were in the Northeast somewhere. Actually, I thought Westtown was in New York. So, but we don't need to talk about that. But I saw a video you were tagged, and it was the guys receiving their gear. You told me that that only the U17s. Wait, is it 17U or U17, or does it not matter?
17U.
Yeah, so I saw the 17Us. You told me they received their gear and all that stuff, like the actual EIBL gear. But you're wearing the shirt right now. If they get you right with some gear, obviously,
Yeah.
they're giving you all their merch and all that stuff. Do you kind of get excited for that?
Yeah, it's a little exciting. I feel like being a kid, you always grow up like wanting to be sponsored, I guess. I'm not sponsored, but playing for a sponsored team, it feels like you are. So when they kind of bless you with that gear, it's a good feeling for sure.
Yeah, it's because you can walk around and people like if I just saw you, like there's one kid that was wearing EYBL gear and he looked familiar, but I didn't know his name or anything like that. And as soon as I saw him, like I was going on a hunt trying to figure out who this kid is because you see that person EYBL stuff. If they look like bad, then they probably bought it. Or if they look good, like they're going to make it. So it's kind of it's a target on you or target on your back, I guess, in public. Like if you know high school basketball and you see someone wearing EYBL gear and they look like they're decent at basketball, like they're probably like really good. So
Yeah, for sure.
and how's your recruitment process been? Oh, I think you're frozen, so we'll have him refresh and come back, guys. Hopefully this all works out. We'll have to see. Yeah, he'll be right back, guys. No worries. Or he might text me right now, like, oh, it's glitching, but we'll have to see about that. Yeah. Anyways, guys, just wait for him to come back. Maybe he doesn't know a glitch. I'm not really sure, but should be back any second now. So yeah, just hang tight, guys. All right, well, while we wait, let's give some quick shout outs. Shout out to Buck's mom, Ohio, but with zeros, not O's, for the 200 ticket tip. Really appreciate it. Shout out to Kitty Kathy 55 for joining the broadcast, and also shout out to Clip Thom or Tom. My bad, my fault, guys. Shout out to Clip Tom for 50 ticket tip. Anyways, I'm gonna hit him up right now. Probably doesn't know we can just repress the link and it glitched. No, unless his phone died. All right, just text him, rejoin the link. But yeah, just keep waiting for him. He said okay, so he should be back any second now. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, he's back. So I'm gonna add him back in the interview. Then we'll keep this thing going. All right, man, you good at glitched out? Oh, I think he's frozen again. It looks like so. We'll see what the deal is with that for sure. Yeah, I think he might have to hop out again. We'll see. I'm gonna refresh my page right now, and we'll see what happens with that. All right, guys. Currently, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look too good right now. Let's see.
Hello?
All right. You seem like, can you hear me right now?
Yeah.
All right, actually, could you leave one more time and come back?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, guys, he was being like a little bit laggy. Man, I'm kind of annoyed. Like, I don't know if you guys saw this. I deleted the stream, but there was a glitch. Um, but hopefully this works. I mean, we definitely got a lot of good content out of this interview. But let's see. All right, guys, I'm gonna add him back in. Cross my fingers that this works out. Uh, let's see. All right, hello.
Hello?
All right. Hopefully we'll be good. We'll try to
Yeah, I'm
speed through
sorry.
this a little bit. I guess. Did you guys maybe do anything during the summer with team final, or not really, just because of the virus?
We played in one little mini, like one day tournament. We played 2 games. We played I think East Coast Power and Kalo Elite. And then we had a team final mini camp that was broadcasted for college coaches to watch.
Yeah, I know a lot of UIBL teams have those mini camps, and some more teams are doing that in the future. But anyways, continuing recruitment process. So when did the University of Miami offer you?
They offered me last Wednesday.
Okay, and what has your relationship been like with them?
It's been really good actually. So, Coach Fish, he recruited my brother when he entered the transfer portal from Cincinnati. And so him and my dad have a really good relationship. So they were able to see me and evaluate me very early. So, yeah.
And yeah, I never knew this, but or do you think I can ask you a couple questions about your brother and kind of how he's impacted you, or is you kind of like just being your own person?
Yeah, you can ask me a couple questions about Nasser.
Okay, because I know I don't wait. Is he like really famous, and I'm like an idiot for not knowing him, or
Nah, he's not super famous. You're not an idiot for not knowing him.
okay? What school is he at,
Was he at? He was
or
at
what school is he at? I guess.
he's at University of Miami.
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
Wait. What's his name?
Nasir Brooks.
Yeah, there's no way I don't know him. Um,
His
man,
Instagram
that
is
wait. Well, what's his IG? I have to know who he is.
huh?
What's his IG?
West Philly Nye, like NY, and West Philly NY.
Um, oh, let's see. Man, how do I not? Oh, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, I never heard of him, bro. I look like the guy Miami. That's pretty cool. Wow. Oh yeah, I mean he's not that. He'll probably be verified soon though, for sure.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, that's awesome. So do you think is he maybe has he tried to, I guess, recruit you at all? Like maybe told you some things, maybe like a couple of days, like, hey, brother, I need you to come to my school now, or not really.
Nah, it's been none of that. He congratulated me on the offer, but he's really stern on me because he wants me to be great. So, he's just playing the big brother role. He hasn't really recruited me to Miami or anything like that.
And is there's no way he'll be at Miami once if you do commit there, like once you get there, right?
Huh?
Like there's no way you guys will be on the same team in college, right? Like he'll be graduated by then.
Yeah, he'll be graduated by then.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. So I guess what's it kind of like having a brother? Or I won't say you're following his footsteps, but obviously just knowing someone close and personal that's gone through everything that you're going through right now.
It's really I feel like it's a resource actually because they let you like he lets me know all the time like eat right, get sleep. Like he's just like it's basically like I have a blueprint laid in front of me to succeed because he's been there, done that. Everything that I'm going through, he's been there, done that. So, yeah.
And do you expect him to provide any insight or, give you any insight about the schools that have recruited you or any other stuff since, he's at Miami, so I'm sure he kind of has a lot of insight about the program. So has he maybe ever offered that to you at some point when the time comes?
I don't know. He might. He hasn't offered it yet, but I have no clue. He's not. I don't think he's really that type of person to like give me insight on anybody. But I don't really know.
Would not that like kind of tell you? Well, because if you're trying to figure out what school I want to go to, it might be like, well, I might know this guy at this school and he hates it, and I think this school is a lot of kind of make the decision easier for you. Like if you can't decide between two schools, so he might give you a reason why you want to pick this one over the other.
Well, he probably will. Honestly, we talk frequently. He's definitely he'll probably definitely do that if I'm stuck between a couple of schools.
And I guess your brother entering the transfer portal, you being a recruit, was this kind of like, in the family where you got just a ton of people all having to make important decisions that the whole nation cares about?
It's a lot. It's exciting, definitely, but at the same time, it's hectic. But he got through it, so I feel like I'll get through it.
And is there anything you maybe like about the University of Miami, or do you kind of not really know just because you're 2023 and it's not much for you to know about?
I don't really know too much about the University of Miami. I know it's really nice down there. I've been on the phone with my brother when he's kind of been walking around campus, so I know like how nice it is. But I don't really know too much about it.
Has your brother maybe ever told you his favorite parts about it?
Yeah, he definitely said he loves the weather down there for sure. But he said like just the campus is beautiful. He can get in the gym whenever he needs to. So he puts in the work. They put in work down there. He's definitely told me that.
Yeah, real quick, I forgot to ask, what's your Instagram?
J2TRNT.
All right, yeah, my fault. I forgot to add that at the bottom for people that may want to follow your Instagram, even though you're not going to be on Instagram that often because you're not really a big social media guy. But okay, so Miami, they were your first offer, right?
Yeah.
So how big of a factor do you think will be in your decision having Miami be your first offer?
They'll definitely always be up there because of the pedigree at that school, and again they were my first offer. But I'm not biased towards any school. Whichever school recruits me the hardest, or whichever school is the better fit for me, then that would be my choice.
And sticking to fit, I mean, what would make a school the perfect fit for you?
A school that's gonna let me be myself. Not try to lock me down in a super, like just 1,000 plays and stuff like that. Just gonna let me like if a play breaks down, they're gonna let me hoop.
And besides Miami and I guess just besides Miami, what schools have contacted you recently?
Recently, Ole Miss has offered me. This Wednesday they offered. But Georgia and Dayton have contacted me recently.
And since you are on the class 2023, I know for you guys, you can't be contacted directly from the coaches. So some guys even don't know the answer to that question. How were you able to, I guess, stay so informed and involved in your recruitment, even though it's not really coming to you directly?
My father, he's every time a college coach texts him or calls him, he lets me know. So he just keeps me in the loop with everything, lets me know what's happening. So yeah.
Yeah. Did your dad play college basketball or the NBA or anything like that? Or I guess are you and your brother kind of super talented, I guess, for your family?
My dad played at Westchester. It wasn't a big time school, but it was a D1, so he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, like in Westchester, New York.
No, Westchester, PA, I think. Yeah.
Oh wait, I don't know. There is a Westchester, New York. I know that. I know that for sure. So how's it kind of like being in a family where just basketball is kind of in your DNA?
Um, it's it wasn't it wasn't. I feel like it has always been in my DNA, but it wasn't. It definitely was my first love. Uh, I played football. Like I said earlier, I played football when I was younger. That was my first love for sure. But I feel like it was definitely inevitable for me to be a basketball player with my build. You don't see too many 6'5" football players out there unless they're linemen. So
And since basketball wasn't your first love, even though you were kind of young, you might not even remember, but what was your brother always playing basketball throughout his life?
he's actually not my he's not my biological brother.
Oh,
He
whatever. But like he's still part of your family or someone you're close to at least. So has he been playing football at all, or has he always been playing basketball?
I think he's always been playing basketball. He might have played football when he was younger, but he's never told me.
Yeah. So I mean, was there maybe any sort of reaction from your dad or anyone else in your family, like when you were playing football at a young age, when there were just so many people that were so involved in basketball, and you're like, I want to play football?
Yeah, my dad was actually really shocked that I said I wanted to play basketball and not football because I'd always say basketball is boring. You don't get to hit anybody, you don't get to run, or like you don't get to score touchdowns or something like that. But I don't know. I feel like he was really surprised that I said I wanted to play the game of basketball.
And before I ask you my final question, um, I remember that you said, when you saw LeBron James put somebody in a poster, that's when you kind of realized, like, man, like I gotta play basketball. So since he's done that, that's kind of what made you fall in love with the game. Have you been able to do that?
Um, uh, Not yet. Not like LeBron. No, I've caught
Maybe like LeBron, but maybe like a dollar store version of a poster.
yeah a few times in practice, never in the game though.
Yeah. What happens in practice when something happens like that? Like, do you guys got to act like nothing happens so that you don't get in trouble by your coach, or are you able to maybe celebrate it all?
I celebrate for sure, and everybody goes like, but I definitely talk my stuff for sure if I dunk on somebody.
And sticking to practice, have you guys done anything at Spire Academy or nothing just
Yeah,
because of the whole quarantine?
yeah, we've been practicing for about a month now. Ever since I got here in late August, we've been practicing. So yeah.
And how have those practices been? And is there anything special about them?
Um, Practice has been tough. It's been a lot of conditioning, trying to get people back in shape, especially not playing basketball for a few months with some people. But so yeah, they've been tough. But the coach, he knows what he's doing. I trust him. So yeah.
And what's, I guess, like the living situation like? Are you in a dorm room alone, or do you have a roommate?
No, I have a roommate. He actually swims here at Spire. There's a lot of different types of sports that they do here. So yeah.
Also, they don't put you like all the basketball guys together. They mix out all the athletes.
Yeah.
Did you get a pick a roommate at least, or
Nah, it's random.
Okay, see, so he's not in the room right now. He's swimming.
No, he's out of the room. He's actually in the common area right now. He's watching the game.
Okay, actually, I don't know. Do you like your roommate? Like, are you kind of happy? You got him, or
Yeah, he's chill. I like him. He's cool.
is that something you ever actually experienced before? Like, so all of a sudden getting like thrown into a room with a person you never met before and having to, live with them.
No, it's nothing I've ever experienced before, but living with these guys for a month, and going to school and practicing with them, so it kind of feels like you've known them for a lot longer than just a month. Just seeing each other every day, spending a lot of time together. So yeah.
Yeah, Aspire. Is it only a boarding school, or
Yeah, it's only a boarding school.
and is it because I know like IMG Academy, it's like an athletic school. Is that the same thing with Spire Academy, or are there also those kids that are there for just straight up school?
No, it's the same thing as Spire Academy. I mean IMG Academy.
Yeah, yeah.
We do we do 5 core NCAA like classes so that we're all eligible. And basically the rest of our day is our sport. We we do morning workouts with basically my schedule is morning practice, come back to the dorm, shower, go to school. Uh, After school, we go to the weight room, we lift, and then we have practice after that, and then we repeat that.
I'm not gonna lie. It seems like your room, just from the looks of it, like it looks pretty nice. Is that brand new or?
Oh yeah, they just built these dorms. They're really nice.
Okay, and we finally made it to the end of the interview. So my final question for you is, what do you want to have accomplished by the end of your high school career?
Um, Definitely 1,000 points. I feel like just to immortalize myself in high school basketball. Um, I'd probably say I want to win a state championship. I feel like that's a goal I've always had since I was young. Just the lure of it. I always want to have that experience. Kind of check that off the box.
And is that pretty much it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. And when you say 1,000 points, is that out of all 4 years, or maybe just 1,000 points at Spire Academy?
I'd say out of all 4 years, I don't think I'll score 1,000 points in 3 years, but I don't know. Here's hoping.
For sure. And before we end the show, is there anything you want to plug or anybody you want to shout out?
So shout out my parents, my little sister. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, for sure, my guy. Well, anyways, thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate you taking your time to talk to me. It means a lot. Make sure you guys give us a follow on Instagram at J2TRNT, not iHoopsFL. And anyways, for 2023 Spire Academy guard and a team final guard, James Johns Jr., I'm Isaac Fleischer, and this has been another iHoopsFL interview. Peace out, guys.
Peace.